Hi, I just wanted to give you guys some information on Breitman Capital and how they were so willing to what seemed like bend over backwards, what seemed like they were really all in for customer care. Well, today marks 2 weeks, and I know nothing more today than I did 2 weeks ago. My first initial call was from an ad that I saw on Craigslist, and I don't usually call. And I think because of the last 3 times that I tried to get a loan, each time was a disaster. So I was gonna call, and whoever was on the other end was gonna get like, your ads are bogus, you guys don't mean what you say. And then when the other line picked up, the woman was totally real. I totally liked her. She was on board. I was totally transparent. I told her, I even cried on the phone. Like, that's how I was talking to her about the other 3 loans that didn't end up going anywhere. And she said, "We got you. We're going to clear your credit. And in a month, we're going to go ahead and put in for that loan. And then it only takes a few days after that." And I was like, what a godsend. So she sent me the email right away, and that was a miracle. Like, it already, in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, that was, one, she was nice, easy to talk to. 2, she did what she said. She was going to send me the email, and she did. So then I didn't want to waste any time. I didn't want to drop the ball. So I went ahead and I filled out the email and sent it back to her or to them or to wherever it went. And then I'm going to include the text messages that went back and forth and the emails too, just so you guys know that I'm really not talking crap. So I sent him back. Then Monday came. Well, we texted a little bit later that day. She was like, "I'm really excited for you. I know this is going to happen for you." And I said, "I'd really like to get excited, but this is like number 4, and I just really don't know. I just don't want to go on this emotional roller coaster, because not only is it about, yeah, I need to get this loan for what I want to do with it, but I've already told my kid this makes times 4. I've told some of my friends. It just seems like I'm lying, or I'm talking out my butt, or I'm not really trying to do anything to move forward. And so when all of this came, it was almost too good to be true. And I watched the videos on Breitman Capital, and if you watch them, you're in, because they're so enthusiastic to help you. They want to do it right for you, and blah blah blah. And I shared it to a friend, and she herself said, "Oh my God, it's just too good to be true." And I was like, I don't know. Like, the first girl I spoke to, she was really cool. She understood me. Like, she knew what I was talking about. And I got the email and I sent it back, and like, it just seemed like everything was in line. So then I go and tell my kid again, "Hey, this is it. It's gonna be a month. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna do this, and blah blah blah." And he was like, it was like, "Good for you, Mom." But then he too has reservations, because he once told me he's tired of empty promises, which he never had gotten before. But really, I'm stuck in the middle, because I'm only going off of what people tell me. And so now it's more, I don't want to look like a freaking dumbass again in front of my kid and my friends and my family, and it just looks like I'm doing nothing. And that's why it was so important for me to make this video, because I need to show not only him, but anybody else who has this who it's personal, along with getting the loan. I mean, getting the loan's great. Cleaning up your credit's great. But there's something about it when you look like a fucking idiot to your kid. And that's where I'm at. So that's why this is so important to me, and that's why I Yelped it, and I'm also doing this video. So there, with that aside. So Monday comes, and when you're supposed to get a portal, a customer portal that is able to track, you're able to track their progress on your stuff in real time. I've never been able to get into that portal day 14. Never. I got an email from who I guess is supposed to be my financial person who's going to help me with the rest of it from here, like the loan and getting all my credit cleared and all of that. And he sent me one email, which I will post at the end. And then I emailed him back saying, hey, I can't get into the portal. It says contact us. I sent him that message on September the 4th, and he still hasn't gotten back to me, and today's the 13th, I think. And then a few days later, I sent him another email, a longer one, which I will include, and it says, look, what's going on? I don't know, haven't heard from anybody, and again, no response. I screenshot my issues trying to get into the portal, and there was 3 of them, and it says that my email doesn't exist. Well, the email that says doesn't exist is the one that both people have emailed me on. So why they're telling me it's not existing to get into the portal, I don't know. I've screenshot it. I sent it to info@breitmancapital.com a week ago. Nobody's gotten back to me to try to get into the portal. I kept calling and texting I texted my first contact, the one lady who was super on board. She asked me, I'm going to include this too, she asked me if I would do her a favor, and I was like so grateful that they were going to do this for me. I was like, anything you want, I'm going to do it for you. And she said, can you post ads for me? And I'm really busy, and it would just really help me out. And I was like, no problem, I'm on it. So I did it right away. What I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. And I did. And I even sent her a text message. I said, here is the, which is going to be included too. Here is the email address. Here's the password. If you want to check it out, log in. It's just the, stuff on Craigslist. Go ahead, log in. You'll see that I did it. It's all right there. Then she asked me if I would do her another favor, and I was like, anything. And she said, can you go through like Facebook and Instagram and find other like financial ads that people have placed, and then screenshot a couple of them and send them to me. And I was like, okay, no questions asked. I sent more than a couple. I'll include all of those too. And I sent them back. I did them just as she, I think I did those the next day, but it was still done within 24 hours. Then she tells me, hey, I'm hiring for my team. You did a great job. Would you mind? And I was like, heck no, like, I'm in. And then she's like, you can do it from home. You can do it part-time. You can do it whenever. And I was like, I'm in. She's like, okay, I'm going to send you the information so we can pay you, and it's commission only, blah blah blah. You can set appointments off your ads and whatever. And I was like, not a problem. Not a problem. And I have yet to get anything like that. She was going to send me additional templates that I can use for posting the ads. I've never gotten those. And you'll see in the text message, she asked me, did I ever send them to you? And I'm like, no. And then one time I said, hey, did you send me anything? She said, yes, she did. And I took a picture of my inbox on my emails, never got anything, and then she sent them. Then after that, I think I sent Tom another email saying, like, look, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Still hasn't responded. Then just this Friday, I called the Oh no, and then I texted the lady again another time, and a friend of mine had passed away, so I didn't call her back on Thursday, but I texted her on Friday morning, and I was like, look, my friend passed away yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. Whatever, and she sent me a message. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm going to call you in a little bit. I don't know what a little bit is to her, but from Friday to Sunday, I still haven't heard from her. And then, so I called customer service, the 888 number, and I said, look, I Yelped. On the Yelp review, it says they make contact within 5 hours. Still, I have not gotten any contact back from them. Then, on Friday, I called them and I said, look, I've done everything. I've tried. I want to know what my status is. Apparently, it's only supposed to take a month. I can't get into the portal. I can't check in real time. I don't know what's going on. I would really like to know. And I left a message, and I go, of course I'm leaving a message. Of course nobody's there. So I did get a call back from the customer service about 3:30, and she said, okay, well, what do you need? We can go ahead and start it for you. And I was like, no, apparently it's supposed to have been started 2 weeks ago. I want to check status 2 weeks later. I want to know what's going on. Did anything happen? Has there been any change? What's happening? And she goes, okay, well, let me transfer you to that department. Well, she comes back and she's like, there's nobody there. And I was like, I know. It figures. So she said, I'm going to go ahead and send them a message, and they're going to call you by the end of business day. That was 3:30 on Friday, and it is Sunday. And it still must not be the end of their business day because I still have not gotten a phone call. And I don't know. On one of their videos, they go over some of their Yelp reviews. I don't know who's Yelped them. I don't know if they were paid neighbors. I don't know if they did it themselves. I don't know how they got such great raving Yelp reviews when I feel like I'm making all this noise and I'm not being heard. And I'm emailing, not getting anything back, texting, not getting anything back, calling. I do get a call from customer service, but then I never get another follow-up call. Like, I just don't get it. And they say that we don't ask any money up front until you get your loan in, and then they, take a percentage of the loan or whatever. And so it's not money-based. It's not like they took my money and disappeared. They've got no money from me, but they get no money from everybody up front. So I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand why if I'm falling through the cracks, if this is something everybody does. But like I said, this is more on a personal thing. This is me going to my family and looking like an idiot again. And this is it. Like, I'm not going to look like an idiot anymore. If I am, somebody's coming with me that's actually making me look like this idiot, because I'm not this idiot. I'm listening to what they tell me, and maybe I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't just tell anybody until, I know for sure. But with all the YouTube videos, with the way me and this woman had a rapport, with everything that they've said, with all the Yelp reviews, I really thought, this is it. This is finally it. And it's not. Again, it's not it. So I just wanted anyone to be aware that Breitman Capital isn't what they say they are. And please watch the end of this video, because you're going to see the text messages between me and my first contact. You're going to see the emails that never got answered. And I can't give you a phone conversation because I didn't think to record it. But if they ever call me back, I will record it. And I'm going to keep adding to this video until I'm heard, or until something is done, no matter how long it takes. But this isn't going to be the end, because I will not look like another idiot again to my kid. So stay tuned for the follow-up.